No, I'm kidding.
No, God.
If you're not wringing shirts out, you're not fucking training hard enough.
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and read it, you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park.
All right, guys, check me out. So I'm back here at Social Candy. Last video you saw that I did more of my lat bias back day. We are currently gonna be doing more so upper back thickness focus day. Right now in the off season, I'm still in off season, but I'm going through like a mini cut right now, health phase. I'm coming down from 173, Jesus. That was 2 years ago on stage, but I'm coming down from 273. That was the highest I could maintain in my off season, still with somewhat abs. But right now we're just cleaning up right now for the past 10 weeks. We've just been cruising. Training performance is still high. I love every part of it. Crazy to me that now that even though I'm in a cruise, you know, still making PRs. And, you know, I've been a big believer in, you know, everybody complains like, oh, when I come off, you know, I lose so much size, I lose so much strength, you know, I get so small. But you're not going to get small. You're not going to lose size. You're not going to lose strength. You know, if you're still training hard as hell and eating your fucking food, okay? Like, my food is still super high. I'm dieting off of like 4,300 calories right now. And it feels good to be hungry, though, at least, you know. But, you know, PRs still every single week. Training performance still super high. Loving every bit of it. These cruise phases, these health phases, you know, it's part of the game, it's part of the process throughout bodybuilding, you know, so it's only gonna make me better in the long run. But anyway, right now I'm gonna get right into it. Like I said, training upper back thickness. We're gonna be doing intra right now since Bloodshot. I already sipped on that on the way here. I still do have intra in my plan right now since food is relatively high for me still, even though I am in still a deficit. So intra hasn't been pulled. We're not in prep or nothing. So I'm still gonna be utilizing intra workout carbs. So we're gonna be doing 2 scoops of the orange intra. So in the off season, or like when I was a little bit heavier, you know, when my food was higher, I would do like 2 scoops intra, and then I would add another 2 scoops of the unflavored CDX, and that was perfect. That was my favorite ever. Got my bougie water too. Oh yeah, shout out Aquapana, sponsored bodybuilder right here. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get after it. Do some talking. Hope you guys learned something. But yeah, pretty much just focus on training hard, good contractions, not pussyfooting it in the gym, and yeah, we're getting after it. All right, so even though, like I said at the beginning, we're training more upper back, that thickness, on my program right now, I still have, my first movement is lats. So even though my 2 back days are either gonna be more lat bias or more upper back bias, I'm still hitting, like on my lat day, I'm still gonna be hitting upper back either at the beginning or the end, depending on which day I'm training. And like today, my upper back day, we're starting with 1 lat movement, and then pretty much from there, going to pretty much just back, or upper back. So this Panada pull down is freaking awesome. I love it. So I like how when I'm pulling on here, I just have a great pocket to pull from, and the strength curve and the resistance curve isn't really pulling me up that much. So this post is super easy to brace on. And honestly, I like this one equally as much as I do the Nautilus single arm pull down. So right now, I'm literally just thinking, okay, drive my elbow down to my hip, wrap my lat around my back, and have that full stretch at the top without yanking myself all the way forward and without my shoulder really loosening up. So I'm keeping that tension on my lat all the way up to about 90% of the way, like stretched all the way, and then driving down, really smashing the hell out of that lower lat. Oh, damn. So what I'm saying is, if you're finishing a set and right away, you can get up, walk around, check your tripod, you know, see how that video turned out. By all means, film your workouts. Get better at your training, those movement patterns. But don't make that the focus of your training session. Like, after every set, that's what I tell my athletes and my clients. I want you to be training balls to the wall, that you gotta keep sitting down after that set. You should be seeing stars. Don't leave anything on the table. Just fucking train hard. Dude, I don't know why I haven't used this one before. This thing's sick. All right, so first exercise, like I said, more so lat focus, well, entirely lat focus on that pull down. Love that banana pull down. So right there, I did my first set. It was supposed to be heavier, 8 to 10, but 3 plates is pretty easy, so I got that 15 plus. But second set, I was like, okay, I'll just reverse, my heavy set, making my last one. So my first one, 4 plates, hitting that 8 to 10 rep range to failure. Moving on now to upper back. This machine, I think Atlantis makes this chest supporter machine phenomenal. I love T-bar rows, like a chest supporter T-bar row, but this machine nails it. I feel it way more than any T-bar row machine that I've actually used. So with this here, I want to think about, because I'm doing this both arms, I'm not doing it one at a time, but I want to think about having my shoulders wrap around the front of this pad so I can get that full scapula opening up. And then as I'm driving back, I'm trying to keep my chest tight against the pad for as long as possible. But once I near failure, it's gonna be inevitable where my chest will start to come up. That is fine, as long as that's not every rep like this, But so this one, we got 2 sets, heavy, 10 to 12. Probably work up to around 4 or 5 plates, but great exercise here. Really love this for getting that mid upper back area and traps. So yeah, this is a good one. You guys should use this one. Fuck. Whew. Oh. God damn. With this chest supported row, still doing 2 sets, 2 top sets, and then I'm gonna do a back off set. My back off set is not going to be a complete failure since, it's gonna be pretty shortly after I finish this top set. My back off set is just to push blood into the muscle, feel the contraction even more, just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I'm focusing on that squeeze. Still a hard set, but if I had to put it into technical terms, for like an RIR, maybe 3 RIR, 4 or 5 RIR, something like that. So nothing super, super crazy, because I still have more left in my workout. But if you haven't figured it out already, I'm a big believer in just everything you do, train to fucking failure, okay? That's literally what works for my physique. That's what's been working for the greats this entire time, Dorian Yates, everything to failure, high intensity. That's how I train myself. That's how I train my athletes, and fucking works. So why would I do something else, if what's working for me is working? So last set here, still failing 10 to 12 area. Still good tempo. Not super strict form. I'm not a form Nazi on this exercise, but still good enough to feel it just on that upper back. Siri's talking to me again. Son of a bitch. The FBI is listening in. Yep. Fuck it. Well, let's call this one another set. So when it comes to training, I love intensifiers. Like there, I'm supposed to do a back off, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do a drop set. Personally, I don't think you need intensifiers after every set or even after every exercise. Use them as needed. They're a tool, you know, because if you're doing drop sets and cluster sets, you know, rest, pause, different intensity techniques after every set, you know, you're gonna be taking a lot of that energy that could be allocated towards your working sets and your top sets, you know, because in your mind you're thinking, shit, I have a drop set after this. So subconsciously you might just leave a little extra in the tank doing that top set, so you have extra for that drop set or that intensifier. So I just use them strategically as needed, usually on exercises that I need to bring up a weak point on. So that's really been working well for me. Last upper back exercise is gonna be this T-bar variation. This thing is absolutely insane, okay? I've got a 25 and a 10 on there, and it's hard as hell. Like I got 15, struggle to get 15. It's just the strength curve and the line of resistance is way out in front of you. And then the closest handles to you kind of are angled away where it's really drawing you back, but still hitting a little bit more mid-back. So I'm not really going to complete exhaustion here. I'm probably going just shy of failure, because this is an exercise that I tend to really just pull my shoulders or pull my biceps just from how it's set up. But when I really slow down, really focus in on it, I get a great contraction in my mid-back, upper back, and even my lats when I do a single arm and grab that first, this horizontal hand, or the neutral grip handle. So 2 sets here, nothing crazy. I probably up the weight on my next set, but straps aren't really useful at all when they're wet and soaking wet. So, and also there's no like grip on this thing. So just good old elbow grease holding on to that shit. All right, so I've been in off season for going on this 2 years now. So I'll be starting my prep probably spring 2024. You know, I compete in 2021. So the reason I haven't competed is because I'm not gonna earn that pro card yet. I don't want to just get out there, you know, and play second and go pro. I want to go up there, you know, and turn pro, first place, you know, undeniable. You know, a lot of people are too focused on just going pro right away. You know, they're too focused on chasing the pro card, and they don't even have the pro standard physique first, okay? To go pro, you need the pro standard physique first. You know, that's one thing that I've just ingrained into my mind is in the off season, because a lot of times people get bored of the off season. It's boring. The off season is boring. But in my mind, I'm always thinking, okay, every day, every second, every lift, every training session, every meal is just like I'm prep. I'm working towards that goal. Just a different type of goal now is putting on that muscle, building that pro standard physique, so that when I do shred down, I do get to get on stage again, I already have that pro standard physique, and I don't need critiques from the judges. That's going to take me another 1, 2, 3 years to improve upon for me to have my next showing. So, you know, don't chase the pro card, chase the pro standard physique first, because then that's when you'll go pro. Damn. Oh, I want to pass out. Fuck. Everybody's always like, is that recording? I used to be the type of person where it would come to the day where I'd train arms, and I would just half-ass my arm training because I used to hate arm training. You know, back in college, I'd do like 2 exercises, like a workout, or like maybe 3 if I was lucky per week. You know, when it comes to arms, I'm training arms like every other muscle group. I'm getting done with the set, and I'm seeing stars, okay? And they're growing. So why would I go back to what I was doing before, where I was getting enough arm training through my pulling movements? No, my arms were tiny as shit back then. You know, so I'm gonna keep training my arms just like everything else, to the fucking max, to failure. Maybe a little bit higher reps though, because I like that pump feeling everywhere, but just arms feel so much better when I'm going like 15 to 20 in that area. So anyway, you guys, that is gonna be the end of the YouTube video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for everything we got dropping for Hostile. New clothing, new tanks, new flavors, new products, but also make sure you guys download the Hostile Subs app on whatever the thing Android is, Android store, something like that, or just regular iOS Apple store, because the Hostile app, you guys, there's lots of deals on there. There's BOGO 50s, there's buy one get one 20% off, so, and you're getting exclusive workouts from us athletes on the app as well. So we're uploading those every single month. And train like us, follow us as we train. This workout right here is some of the same workouts that I'm putting on the app. So shout out my boys here at Social Candy, Mason and Jared and Jeremy, for letting me come in and film again. This is a great spot to fucking film. Love this gym. But yeah, you'll see much more content from these guys and me. And yeah, we're out this bitch.